So Brighton, that's the Doubletree Hilton Hotel, and that's the other kind of famous hotel. I forgot what it's called. Yeah. Okay, so it's early in the morning. It's about just before 7. So a little door over there. You go in that door, and the ladies is on the right, and the gents is on the left. And there's like changing rooms, and then we meet in there, and then we've got this little bit of a walk down to the beach. So on shingle, so those shoes are good for your feet, something to put on to protect. And then let me zoom in. So there's a few buoys. So you swim out first of all to buoy number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And depending on how choppy it is, that's what some people do. Sometimes they just get to 4 and come back. They're almost in a line. I think there's roughly, I don't know, maybe 50 meters in between them, but the first one is maybe, at the moment, I don't know what kind of tide we're in. It's not low, it's not high. So first one's probably like 100 meters offshore, I'd guess. And then I think by the time you get to the second one, that's maybe 200 or 300. But then there's the one that they call Jaws. So it's just there. I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see. That's probably about as close as I can go. So that's Jaws. And then, so sometimes you swim, cycle. You get to Jaws, and then you might come straight back in from Jaws. Or you might go from the shore straight out to Jaws. So Jaws and back, I think is, I'll have to measure this, like 500 or 600 meters return. I think it's more than that. Depends again on the tide. And then sometimes what people do is they go 1, 2, 3, 4, Jaws, the pier, and then back. They go back that way, or they go all the way around and come up that way. So there's a promenade up there. It's one of the busiest roads in Brighton, and you get lots of ambulances, police cars, lots of traffic. That's the I-360. So there's it's like one of those sort of touristy things that people come to. So it's like a donut that you can get about 40 or 50 people in at a time. You get in down here, it goes to the top. You get views out over the place for a little while, and it comes back down. You get your souvenir, postcard and that. And then further along the beach here, where those buildings are, that's where Hove is. So Hove is like the next town, is part of Brighton really. And then a little further along is Shoreham. And there's lots and lots of places along here. Oh, I didn't mention there's the Palace Pier. So the Palace Pier, still a working, functioning pier. It's got lots of entertainment. It's got all these amusements at the end. Sometimes people do a peer-to-peer swim where they get in on the east side of the Palace Pier, and then they swim all the way up to the West Pier. And actually it's the other way around. They go in here because I think the prevailing direction of the current is nearly always in this sort of direction generally. So you swim to the Palace Pier, and then you come onto the beach on the other side of that. And in the morning, I can just see with my eyes, there's 1 or 2 silicone caps bobbing about down there. So people swim on the east side of the pier, like clubs organised. There is a person swimming as well, just over there. So one of the things about this place is you can come pretty much in the summer, any time of day or night, you'll find people swimming along here. But in the evening, this place is bedlam. It's just absolutely chock-a-block if you come, because you come down the road from the train station. This is the sailing club, you can tell by all the masts. And the Palace Pier to the West Pier, this is like one of the busiest sections, because for a lot of people, if you're just visiting for the day, it's the easiest place to get to. Oh, and then just add one more thing in, making this a long video. Just over there, it's not so clear to see, is what they call the pump rooms. So there's just like a lot of arches at the moment. They're just setting up. There's a giant ice cream thing there. You can probably just about make out. But in about half an hour, there'll be chairs out, people sitting having coffee. And well, let's move over just a little bit more of the area. So there's table tennis tables here. There's I've seen people do all sorts of skateboarding and kind of stuff down there. And then there's a volleyball court just there, just beyond that lady sat there, and that's just outside the cafe.